work down the drain.
Anyway, I started blasting. Bang!
Wow.
Bang! Well, I don't see so good, so I missed. Then they ran away. I ran after them.
Okay.
Bang! Try to shoot them in the back. But
Records. 6-year-old said, I shot that bitch dead after shooting Rich Neck teacher. This was a case from January. A 6-year-old in Virginia used a firearm on his teacher, Abby Zwerner, because he felt like it. This is obviously a sad case, and as somebody who works in the school system as a teacher, this is absolutely disturbing. God, please don't split these kids up into reading groups or tell them they have to come in from recess or, time with their finger painting is over, because God knows one of them might put a cap in your ass. Etep right here with you on Monday morning. Jesus, man. Yeah, I was like, let's start out with a, nice, easy topic for the week. Newport News, Virginia. New information uncovered in court records revealed disturbing details around a 6-year-old who shot his teacher at Rich Neck Elementary School. The child is accused of shooting his first-grade teacher, Abby Zwerner, in her classroom on January 6th. January 6th.
My insurrection.
January 6th.
My insurrection.
January 6th.
My insurrection.
January 6th. Oh no, January 6th. My January 6th. It's a coincidence. It's white supremacy. Zwerner survived the gunshot wound. It's not white supremacy, trust me. We'll get to that part of the story. But as far as the media goes, I'm shocked this wasn't classified as white supremacy. She filed a $40 million lawsuit against Newport News School Board and several former administrators in April, alleging they failed to protect her from the 6-year-old boy despite warnings that he had a firearm at school. And this is, like I said, scary from an educator's perspective. Some of my class sections have 5-year-olds, and it's like, I don't know, these kids are wonderful. Like, they're great. I've met know pretty much all of their parents. They're raising these kids right. They're very polite, respectful. I'm not worried about getting a shot when I'm teaching the little ones how to play soccer or God. What the fuck? I shouldn't laugh, but this is so stupid. Like, what kind of piece of shit parent? I mean, God. Yeah, here. Remember, eat your lunch. Make sure you eat your lunch. You need energy. You're going to be playing a lot. Pay attention in class, and when you use mommy's gat, over under, don't aim it sideways because you won't hit anything. Please don't base your shooting on Boys in the Hood or Menace to Society.
That's racist!
His mother,
You've got to do better.
His mother, Deja Taylor, is charged in Newport News Circuit Court with a felony child neglect and misdemeanor for recklessly leaving a loaded firearm where a child could access it. She's scheduled to plead guilty to those charges on August 15th, which is tomorrow. We'll probably do a follow-up to this later in the week in the form of a short, because I'll be on the road to Indianapolis. She also pled guilty to lying on a federal forum about her marijuana use when she bought her gun her son used in the shooting.
You stupid idiot.
I got no qualms about marijuana use. Who leaves a gun laying around?
Pass the dutchie on the left hand side.
Wasn't I in the middle of doing something?
Side it up.
Video! Responsible. It's like alcohol. Responsible, in moderation, never around your children, never around a loaded weapon, never when you're driving a car. These are only when you're live streaming or recording videos about 6-year-olds shooting fucking teachers. 10 on your side obtained a probable cause statement and affidavit for a search warrant from Newport News Circuit Court. It says police arrived at Rich Neck Elementary School just after 2 p.m. on January 6th. January 6th. My eyes twitching. It's Rexman. They found the 6-year-old in Zwerner's classroom with a handgun on the floor. He was restrained by a reading specialist who told him that the boy did not want to read Fun with Dick and Jane and instead admitted to getting his mother's handgun the night before and shooting Zwerner. The employees told police the boy said, "I shot that bitch dead." Why does a 6-year-old even have this in his vernacular, ladies and gentlemen? Why? This is a product of a fatherless home.
He's out of line, but he's right.
Home. Jarvis, scan for a father figure. None detected. I want to know, obviously it was registered, or we'd have another felony count there. But this is just, I mean, why wasn't it secured? And this is the thing. I was raised in a law enforcement home. There were literally guns everywhere, loaded, all the time. How many incidents did I have where I brought a gun? Now, my younger sisters, 2 younger sisters, loaded handguns, rifles everywhere. Not like out laying around. I mean, Jesus Christ, we're not, white supremacists. They were, stashed all over the house. As we were told from an early age, you shoot somebody with one of these, it's over. They ain't coming back. It's not like TV. It ain't like the fucking movies. It ain't like video games. It's education. It's firearms education. And you can teach my son. I've been a gun owner since I was a child. I got my first rifle when I was 7 years old. I've never hurt anybody. My rifles are used for hunting or target shooting. That's it. This dumb piece of shit has no clue how to, secure, safe. I mean, you just teach your child. Don't. It's not cool. It's not cool to fucking take a gun. Shooting, it's not. Violence is not, this is not cool. It's not, but this is a culture issue we have with glorifying violence in certain sects of the, entertainment industries, glorify this. Look at rap music. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. Rap is always glorified misogyny and violence. So what do you expect is going to happen? What did you think was going to happen? What did you think the negative impacts of this were going to be? And it's not only rap music, it's movies, it's television, everything. But it's an education issue. So let's go on with the article. I'm done with my rant. The reading specialist also told detectives that 2 students in the boy's classroom told her he had a gun in his book bag. The reading specialist also told police that they searched the boy's book bag with a school administrator while the class was at recess, but they didn't find a gun. Okay, so another issue here. You searched the boy's book bag. You searched his locker, his desk, I'm sure. You didn't find a gun. So at this point, after the search is conducted, you call the police, you have them come in, and then you quietly, casually locate the boy on the playground. I'm sure we have to carry walkie-talkies at my school for recess if you're outside and you're, monitoring recess. So we can radio to the office in case there's an accident or one of the kids needs to come inside. They're always escorted into the building, after the door's buzzed open, that kind of thing. This, I'm sure, is a much larger school than what I teach at. So for them not to have, communication devices, I mean, Jesus, it's not like you don't have a cell phone. As teachers, we are not allowed to use our cell phones during class time, but, in between sections, things like that, or in the event of an emergency, you have your cell phone. We have phones in our classrooms. There's ways to communicate this, that they could have de-escalated this situation before Mrs. Werner got shot by a fucking 6-year-old. So they did none of those things. They failed on every level, and this starts at the top with the administration. And let's see who's in charge of this school. Zwerner's lawsuit alleges that Rich Neck's former assistant principal, Dr. Ebony Parker, was warned the boy had a gun 3 times by teachers and employees, but she failed to act.
I wonder why she failed to act.
Why didn't she do anything? Why didn't she say anything? Why didn't she, like I said, call the police, have them come in, or if the school has a liaison officer, which ours does not, but, I mean, we have, good response time if we need them, because we do active shooter drills, things of the like. For the unfortunate, God forbid, the event ever transpires there, this woman didn't act. Dr. Ebony Parker did not act. 3 separate times warned about this, and a teacher got shot. I can hypothesize and say that she probably was like,
He didn't do nothing. He ain't got a gun.
probably thought it was bullshit. Oh, it's just kids playing. Just kids playing. And then one of your fucking teachers gets shot. You're a piece of shit. You're fucking former. It's a good thing she's a former principal, because after this happened, she probably retired because she knew she was at fault. Well, you're probably gonna end up hopefully losing some of your fucking pension for this and your 401k because you caused one of your teachers to get shot due to your negligence. I don't even know all the details of the case, and it doesn't take Sherlock Holmes to piece this bullshit together. I don't need photos. I don't need evidence. All I need is the names and the situation, and I can tell you why. Because she didn't want to make him look bad. A 6-year-old? Mom, Deja Taylor, single mom, raising a young child by herself. She didn't want to make this child and her mother look bad. So here we go. One of your teachers catches a fucking bullet. You got a shooting. Now you got a $40 million lawsuit against your school district, which most school districts can't afford a $40 million settlement. You know? This is a sad situation all around. Detectives also interviewed Zwerner, who told them she'd broken her class up into reading groups after recess. She saw the 6-year-old standing by his desk when he pulled a gun out of his jacket pocket and pointed it at her. Zwerner asked the boy, "What are you doing with that?" She told the police. He paused before firing one shot that hit her. Zwerner also told detectives she'd reported several disciplinary incidents involving the same boy to Richnick school administrators. She said several of those incidents involved violence or threats of violence. Why am I not shocked that these reported incidents went unchecked? Why am I not surprised? Again, this is an administration issue. They failed to act because they didn't want to act, because they didn't want to admit there was a problem, because it wasn't white supremacy. Book it, guaranteed. Because most of these administrators are all leftists, all Marxists, and the only kids that can be bad are, well, that's the way they're treated, and that's why things like this happen. All these warning signs. Look, you can call me what you want for anything that I've said in this. I don't fucking care, because it's a fact. This is the fucking truth. This is not, this isn't hyperbole. I'm not making this shit up. This is what happens. This is why every weekend in Chicago, Baltimore, St. Louis, you've got 20 to 40 shootings every weekend, leaving a handful of people dead and dozens injured. It happens every weekend. But those aren't reported as mass shootings because that's inconvenient, and it does not fit the mainstream media narrative that the only people that are going out and doing stuff like this are white supremacists. And it's simply not the truth. But please, let the media continue to spit up your ass and tell you it's raining on this Monday morning. 10 on your side reached out to Zwerner's legal team, but they declined to comment on the information revealed in the search warrant. Detectives interviewed. This is, ladies and gentlemen, this is the part of the program that is very interesting. Now listen to these details right here. Detectives interviewed the child's former kindergarten teacher, now retired, who said the child, quote, placed both of his hands around her neck, pulling her down, choking her to the point she could not breathe. Another teacher had to forcibly remove him from the classroom, according to court records. In another interview, Taylor told police she believed the gun was in her purse, this is his mother, Deja Taylor, with a trigger lock on top of her bedroom dresser the morning of the shooting, and that the key for the lock was kept under her mattress, court records state. James Ellenson is representing Taylor in Newport News Circuit Court. He said the child, he's obviously got a lot of issues. He's in therapy. We're all pulling for his continued improvement. Shit. Irresponsible, idiotic, dumb mom. Troubled child. Horrible disciplinary record. Physically assaulted a teacher to the point she couldn't breathe. He was choking her. A 6-year-old. And this is her this kid's kindergarten teacher, so he would have been 5 at the time. He's choking a grown woman with such force that she can't breathe, and another teacher had to remove him from the classroom. Folks, I don't know what to tell you here. This kid is probably going to grow up to be he's going to Harvard. This kid's going to Harvard. He's gonna cure cancer or some shit, guaranteed. Or, that's what the media would tell you, and you're all bigots for drawing conclusions about the case, the motives, the how it got to this point, and the how did something like this happen? Why did the administration not say anything after 3 warnings, after previous? Okay, so three separate warnings in one day when they all know this kid's track record. The administration has to know. They're aware. This is just, it's sad. It shouldn't have happened, but you've got my thoughts on it, folks. Now it's your turn. Leave yours in the comments below. Who could have foreseen this incident taking place? Leave your thoughts down below. Subscribe if you're not. Ding the bell for notifications. Be sure to tune in Monday, Wednesdays, and Saturdays for Going In Raw, Holy Shit News, and Saturday night's main event, plus member streams on Thursdays. I'm Etep Wakuian from The Place to Be Reviews. I've been here with all of you. If I don't see you, have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow. And if you are a kindergarten or first grade teacher, be sure to wear your vests.